Social Security, and the elimination of taxes to boost your monthly benefit. I have all the details and further clarification right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now just the other day, I was out in a separate video talking about a new bill that was recently introduced by Representative Angie Craig to completely eliminate federal taxes on Social Security benefits. Well, as a result of that, I've been getting a lot of questions from those of you right here in the community reaching out to me on that video asking for further details and everything you need to know about this bill and what this actually means for your monthly benefit. So that's exactly what we're going to focus on right here in the video. So let's get into it and discuss all the details. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and so I can keep you updated each and every day during this very busy time as we're getting new announcements and new information hitting the wire every single day. I'm finding all that information, doing the necessary research, and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay updated with what is actually going on right now, especially as it's going to impact your monthly benefits, your bank account, how much money you're receiving, Social Security, and of course everything that's coming out of the administration, the president, lawmakers, Congress, and everything that they continue to work on and introduced, including all the new bills and packages, proposals and amendments, reform to very important fixed income benefits, as well as anything revolving around money, checks, programs, stimulus, raises to benefits, or anything else along these lines. Of course, I'm watching it all very, very closely and bringing you those updates right here in these short videos every single day. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. And remember, I am your one and only daily advocate. I'm here for you every single day, right by your side. That's my dedication. That's my commitment. And as always, I'm sticking to it. All right, thanks again. Let's jump into it and talk about what is going on with this new bill called You Earned It, You Keep It Act from Representative Angie Craig. Now, here's what it comes down to. With this new bill that was introduced by this representative, she wants to completely eliminate federal taxes for Social Security. Now, remember, as I mentioned the other day, if you are in one of the states that actually does have state income taxes, it may repeal federal taxes, but remember, you might still be on the hook to pay state taxes on your Social Security benefits. So please keep that in mind. But we're going to focus on this bill right here, and we're going to talk about the repeal of federal taxes on Social Security benefits. However, one quick side note, did you realize that prior to the early 80s, there were no taxes on Social Security benefits? Yeah, a real thing. Back in the day, things were a lot better, but as always, just like everything else, as the appetite grows for more tax revenues, of course, the only thing that ever happens is taxes continue to go up, and go up even more and more and more, because obviously as they get more tax revenues, they just want to continue to get more and more, right? So as a result of that, since the early 80s, they implemented taxes on Social Security benefits, and then they thought, hey, that's pretty nice. We like all these taxes. And then again, in the early 90s, about 10 years later, they passed even more taxes on Social Security benefits. Well, now, this Democratic representative is trying to completely eliminate federal taxes on Social Security benefits. So let me talk you through some of the details on this actual proposal and what this bill actually means. Now, I've had some people reaching out asking, is this going to boost our Social Security benefit? Let me lay this out for you. The simple answer is no, it's actually not going to boost your Social Security benefit, but rather it would actually reduce the taxes that you would owe the federal government on the benefits that you're receiving. Now, here's another thing too that I want to point out for you. Now, these taxes would only be due for those individuals who have an income of about $25,000 as a single person or about $32,000 or more as a married couple. Now, again, please remember, this is not tax advice. This is not accounting advice. This is not advice in any way, shape, or form. You need to talk to your accountant and your CPA, whoever handles your taxes and your actual financial situation, to better understand if you would actually be owing taxes on this. However, if your benefit is below $25,000 as a single person or as about $32,000 as a married couple, you're probably good to go. You probably don't pay any taxes on your Social Security benefit anyway, and nothing about this is going to change for you and or your benefit. So if you're in that category, I'm going to say this much. Don't worry about it. This is not going to impact you in any way, shape, or form. Whether there are taxes on Social Security benefits or there are not taxes on benefits, if your income is below those thresholds I just gave, $25,000 as an individual or $32,000 as a married couple, it's not going to impact you either way. So don't even worry about this, okay? Now, here's the thing. What is the likelihood of this bill actually passing? That's a really good question as well, and also one that I've been receiving. Let's talk through the details about this and actually discuss where we stand on this. Now, remember, just like every bill out there, it's not all cut and dry. There's a lot of other aspects about the bill. So let me tell you the details about it. Here's what they want. So as of right now, those individuals who are earning anything up to $147,000 is taxable by Social Security. Any income over $147,000 right now in 2022 is no longer taxable by Social Security. However, Angie Craig and this proposal, they want to raise that up to $250,000. So what this simply means is for the tax revenues that would not be collected on Social Security benefits, which by the way is billions of dollars every single year, to the tune of about $30 billion is what they collect from Social Security retirees every single year. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to throw my opinion in here really quickly. That's honestly sad. For somebody living on a fixed income benefit to be taxed at a rate of $30 billion a year, I mean, seriously, they're living on a fixed income. The least we could do is let somebody just live on their fixed income benefit and not take taxes out of that. So I think a lot of us here in the community probably agree removing taxes on Social Security benefits would be a really, really good thing and welcomed for a lot of people. Because if somebody's living on a small fixed income benefit from Social Security, the last thing that they probably want to do or even have money to do at the end of the year is pay taxes on all that money. So like I said, about $30 billion is being collected from retirees and fixed income beneficiaries every single year. Honestly, I think that's kind of sad. I feel like if somebody's living on a fixed income benefit, leave them alone. Let them go with their fixed income benefit and get taxes somewhere else. Anyway, that's just my opinion about it. But here's what it comes down to. They're not just going to let $30 billion of tax revenues just disappear and say, that's fine, we don't care, we'll get it somewhere else. No, they're not going to let $30 billion go away. They want every last penny out of us in any way, shape, or form. Well, as a result of that, because they're not going to be getting that $30 billion out of retirees from fixed income benefits, they're going to go after higher income individuals. And with this proposal, they want to raise this up to $250,000 of income that would be taxable by Social Security. So like I said, as of right now, the cap is $147,000. However, they want to raise it up with this bill to $250,000. So rather than fixed income beneficiaries and Social Security beneficiaries paying taxes on their benefit with this bill repealing the federal taxes, then they would transfer all that taxes that they would be collecting otherwise to higher income individuals. To those individuals earning up to $250,000, they would be on the hook to cover those taxes on the behalf of the fixed income beneficiaries. Does that kind of make sense? So they'd be getting the tax revenue, so they wouldn't be actually losing any tax revenue. In fact, they'd probably be getting a lot more tax revenue as a result of this, and ultimately they'd be eliminating the taxes for those individuals who are receiving fixed income benefits, as in Social Security. Does that kind of make sense? So that's what it all comes down to. So anyway, if you're somebody who's living on a fixed income benefit, obviously you probably don't need to really worry about the caps of $147,000 or raising of $250,000 for the income that is taxable by Social Security. Now here's what it comes down to. What is the likelihood of this bill actually passing? I'm going to be real with you right now. It's probably not going to, okay? Again, not saying that I don't want it to. I'm just simply being real with you right now. The likelihood of this passing is probably very slim. Here's why. Because they want to raise taxes on higher income individuals. We do know that there are a lot of people in Congress who say, no, we're not raising taxes on anybody, right? So there's a lot of back and forth in Congress. Some people want to raise taxes a lot. Some people say we're not raising taxes by even a single penny. As a result of that, that's why this is probably not going to pass. And again, I'm just being real with you. I'm not taking political sides. I never do in my videos. I'm simply telling you the reasons why I don't believe this is going to pass. However, I do like the effort here. I do like this bill. I do like the fact of the matter that they should eliminate taxes for Social Security beneficiaries. I think they should do that no matter what. They should eliminate taxes because honestly, let's be real with you right now. You've probably been working for 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, maybe even 50 years. You've been working, putting years and years of service in, paying tens of thousands of dollars. Realistically, if you paid in over, say, 20, 30, or 40 years, you probably paid in it's crap. It's a lot of money, right? I don't even know. I mean, you could be talking close to $100,000 in taxes that you paid into Social Security over that amount of time, right? Maybe 30 or 40 years. You probably paid in close to $100,000 in taxes to Social Security, right? As a result of that, it's finally time for you to start claiming on those benefits. The last thing you probably want to do is pay taxes on those benefits yet again after you've been paying in your whole life, right? So Like I said earlier, I feel like if somebody's living on a fixed income benefit, leave them alone. Stop going after them for taxes, right? So they can find that tax revenue somewhere else. But the fact of the matter is, these are some of the reasons why I don't think that this bill is actually going to pass through Congress. But you never know. Sometimes Congress pulls things out of the air. They kind of pluck things out of air, and all of a sudden it's like, wait, where'd that come from, right? And they actually do get things done. So this is another proposal that we can add to the very tall stack right now of different ones that are coming out right now in regards to Social Security benefits and changing the program, as well as how this may actually impact your Social Security benefit. However, for those of you that have been asking, I answered this question earlier, but I want to say it one more time. Will this boost your benefit? No, it's not going to boost your benefit. This will have no impact to benefits as far as how much you receive on a monthly basis, but rather what it would do is it would keep more money in your pocket at the end of the year when you go to file your tax return and they say, hey, just kidding, we're not going to file, you're not going to actually owe anything on the federal level. That's what it would actually reduce, is how much you would actually owe the federal government in federal taxes is what it would actually mean, rather than actually impacting your benefit on a monthly basis, if that kind of makes sense, right? So again, like I said, anybody with an income under about $25,000 as an individual or about $32,000 as a married couple, it's not going to impact you if your income is below those levels. So again, this is only going to impact about 50 to 55, maybe 56% or so of Social Security beneficiaries. So again, anybody below that doesn't really matter. It's not going to impact you either way. Whether it's passed or not passed, it's still not going to impact you, okay? So hope this kind of answers some of the additional questions I've been receiving on that video from the other day and on this bill that's coming out. And again, will it actually pass? Good question. Not really sure. But again, this is just like every other bill and proposal that we've seen out there. A lot of talk about it, a lot of things being introduced, but at the end of the day, will they actually get it done? Be honest with you right now, there's a lot of other things that they could be working on and a lot of other things that would be way more beneficial for Social Security beneficiaries versus this bill. This is a good one, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of other better ones out there that would actually boost benefits, raise benefits permanently. There's a lot of things that would actually do some really good things for benefits rather than actually just reducing tax liability for about 56 or 55% of Social Security beneficiaries, if that makes sense. So anyway, hope this one helps you out a little bit further to better understand what is actually going on right now and what this bill actually means. And again, if you want to look it up yourself, it is called You Earned It, You Keep It Act, and it was introduced by Angie Craig, who is a Democratic representative. Anyway, hope this one helps you out. Please enjoy your day. Have a good one. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, have a good one, enjoy, and I'll catch you again later in the next video. I'll see you for now. See ya.